Yeah, hello guys and welcome back to my channel Comment Centric. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe and comment your opinion as well. So on today's news it says here, woman leaves husband and goes on wild sex adventure with over 100 men after cancer diagnosis. Oh my goodness. And let's quickly dive right into the comment section and see what people got to say about this one. And the first person here says, men statistically leave their wives when they are sick far more often than women leave their husbands, just for your information. Which I think should not be a point for this woman to do whatever she does because she got diagnosed with cancer. And this person responded to this person saying wrong. And this says, women are only loyal to their feelings, not your sacrifice. This one says, women have become disgusting creatures. They have been disgusting for a while, fam. This says, it was actually 200, not even 100. This person is saying here it was actually 200, not 100. And another person here says gross. This says, I'm sure she was a whore before the cancer also. Before the cancer. This says, so she left someone who loved her to sleep with a bunch of men who don't give a F if she died that night. I hope the guy is okay and finds happiness with a woman who isn't a degenerate whore. This says, you're a horrible person, clickbaiting without talking about the whole story. You will get karma. So I don't know what the backstory is, but then I don't think like anything justify people giving their body away like this. And for 100 and something men, come on. So I don't know whatever the backstory is, but then doing this does not justify anything or does not prove any point. So this is the fact this is a news says a lot about where we are as a society. The follow up will be how she contacted a bunch of STDs and the patriarchy is to be blamed. And this says here, yet women are saying how brave and strong she was. A discussing 304. Wow. And this one here says, statistically speaking, she just beat him to the punch. Men are 6 times more likely to leave their wives after a cancer diagnosis than vice versa. So this is not the point. The point is that she had to go sleep with over 100 and something men she doesn't know, which is terrible. And I wouldn't support such an action, no matter what is the backstory. Are you trying to prove a point that men also do it? That does not make you do it, or that does not make you want. What are you trying to prove by sleeping with over 100 and something men? That is terrible. That is ridiculous. I'm not here to judge anyone, but then come on, come on. What society are we living in today? This is not even something to brag about online or show to the world or something like that. These days no iota of shame again in the society, no iota of shame in our society anymore. So it's just so sad. This says at least she died. I'm not gonna comment on that. This says, what if her husband was a jackass? Like I said, yeah, jackass. Maybe he cheated or did whatever he did. It does not prove a point for you to go out there and do something like this. At the end of the day, that's her body, but it shouldn't prove a point for her to go do something like this. No matter what the case may be, no matter the circumstance behind the whole story, it doesn't prove any point to go out there and telling the whole world, "Oh, I slept with over 100 and something men when I was diagnosed with cancer." And this one says, lucky man, I mean, there is zero chance she was a good, faithful woman before. People don't change. This says, diagnosis correct. She is a cancer. Okay. This is, saved him from the heartache of losing a loved one to cancer. A lot easier to get over a whore. This is, I can understand that terminal diagnosis could make a person spin out psychologically and do a bunch of dumb YOLO shit. But I think we know how something like this would be treated by the media if you reverse the sexes. Yeah, this person have a point. If this was a man that did this, oh, I'm a married man and, I got diagnosed of cancer and I decided to sleep with over 100 and something women, what are people going to say about it? You come at, they will probably come at the man, oh, you terrible man, you this, you disgusting man, you are a terrible person to the society, all those bunch of garbages. But yeah, like I said, I don't support this either way, both from a man or from a woman doing things like this. It's not the right thing to do. I believe this is a time where you should be close to your family, spend more time with them, since they know, like, oh, I'm probably going to lose you or you're probably going to survive this, that slight chance you're going to survive. Don't do dumb shit like this, actually. It's not nice. This says, my dying wife asked me if I'll be okay if she had sex with her ex one last time. I said no. Can you imagine? Really? And this says, and of course she's Jewish. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm not going to comment on this. This says, people don't know that metastasis to the brain, frontal lobe specifically, can cause frontal disinhibition, which cause hypersexualization and impulsivity. The behavior itself is disgraceful and disgusting, but there is a reason. Okay? This is why is she living her best life? Would you say the same if it was a man? This is, imagine if a guy did this. You see, that's what I'm saying. Someone mentioned this earlier. Like, if this was a man, if the gender was reversed, like, it'd be a whole different story. You see the way people are going to come at the man, call him all kind of shit, But here, a lot of women are supporting her action, saying, no, ride on, girl, go out, go home, come on, keep going, all of those kind of shit. This is, Jesus Christ. Imagine being a poor bastard she married, thinking he got a ride or die, only for her to turn stage 4 into train station 101. Over 100 Ds? That's not healing. This effing gangbang tour. Fellas, vet harder. Okay. This is, most people try to be better before they die, but exactly. I believe this should be the time for her to have like sober reflection, think about life, be close to the family, be there for her family. Imagine she have kids. And what do you want her kids to think when they see something like this, online? Oh, my mom went on a, gangbang when she had cancer. Come on. It's not a good thing. You're going to leave trauma on that kids for the rest of their life. This is, I'm not surprised. That's what women do. Like I said, I wouldn't make general statement. Not all women are like this, but yeah, it is what it is. This is, gorgeous woman. Love this for her. Life is short. Don't stay in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you. See? Coming from a woman. This is not nice. This is not right thing to say. This is not something we should say as a society. This is not something we should put out there to the society. This is not something that should be welcome and embraced to the society. What are we teaching the younger generations? Before we write stuff like this online, we should, think about our words. What are we teaching the younger generation? No matter the backstory, no one should do this. Our society is just getting messed up. This says now she has cancer and chlamydia. And this one says, lots of horrible people here, but she's not one of them. And she really doesn't need your grifter approval to do with her life what she wanted to. This says here, all women shouting, you go girl, will become lonely old women that pass away and get eaten by their cats. Okay, this one says, as someone myself who has cancer and was diagnosed at terminal stage 4 in 2011, she's just a whore. Coming from her fellow woman, by the way, so you don't say, oh, this person's making it up. So this says, that's awful. This one says, I hate pick-me bitches like you. This says, a woman with terminal breast cancer left her husband to pursue better sex before dying. Okay, I guess this is the news. This says, what a horrible page. This says, you're a fucking loser. This says, she actually deserves cancer. This says, looking in the wrong direction. Another one here says, geez, what type of person would do that? When I say every single time, brother, I mean every single time. Okay. This says, she traded her soul for the flesh, following the evil one, destroying her family and forsaking the next life forsaking the next life for this one. I pray for her soul. This says she's a woman. That's pretty much says it all. This says, I think if you know you are going to die, it's okay to go cross off some stuff on your end of bucket list. But who puts a gangbang on their bucket list before they die? Who does that? Maybe this generation. Maybe this generation do that, I guess. This is that white culture? Anyone? Please inform me. So that's all from me today, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're new as usual, please subscribe, like, share, and comment your opinion. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Thank you, guys.